Here we go, everybody. Welcome to the Losail International Circuit, where it is now time for the drivers' press conference ahead of the 2021 FIA Formula One Qatar Grand Prix. Now, as per usual, we have 10 sessions coming your way. And as you can see, session one is Pierre Gasly and Lance Stroll. Welcome to you both, guys. Good to see you. Now, Pierre, let's start with you. Another great race in Brazil last weekend. Just how satisfying was it to come home ahead of both Alpines?
Yeah, it was a really good weekend for us. From Friday till qualifying to out-qualify the Ferraris, and then sprint race, little bit difficult. I had a really bad start and kind of kept the position after that. And on Sunday, we had quite a lot of work to do, actually. So some very nice battle with Sebastian, Lando, the two Alpines, also with Ricardo. So must say I enjoyed that race. Quite a lot of racing, and especially with the two Alpines, it wasn't easy to get past them. But we managed to do it, and it was very important for the championship. So we have three more races, very intense battle. But really pleased with this seventh position in Brazil.
Yeah, it was a great race by you, and it's left an intriguing situation in this battle for fifth in the constructors. AlphaTauri tied with Alpine. Just how confident are you now, with 3 to go, that you can finish ahead?
You know, we can't be too confident because they're obviously strong and also fast and scoring points with both cars, with Esteban and Fernando. So we know it's not going to be easy, but I do believe we have the potential to beat them and get the edge on them. So we just need to focus on ourselves, on our car. If we do our job properly, the car can go fast and we can be competitive. So that's the main focus we need to have. But I'm sure we're going to find ourselves again on track, and there's going to be some interesting battle for the last 3 races. And
in that battle, how much do you need your teammate Yuki Tsunoda to step up and start bringing home lots of points finishes?
Well, it's obviously important. At the same time, we know that for Yuki, it's never easy coming in your first season in Formula One, and obviously is straight away in a pretty important battle for the team championship. So I think he's been doing better in the last few weekends. Unfortunately, always a couple of things happening on Sunday, so it didn't really maximize the points opportunities. But even a point, even if you finish P10 or if you can get a P9 or something, a point at the end of the year could make a difference, because if we stay tied on points, obviously with Alpine's win in Budapest, they'll finish ahead of us. So it's really important, but I'm sure he'll do great in the last 3.
And Pierre, let's bring it on to this weekend now. What are your first impressions of the track here in Qatar?
Well, I haven't walked the track yet, so I'll do it this afternoon. The only kind of experience I have is from watching my friend Quartararo racing in MotoGP here, and I must say it seems like a really good track, also driven in the simulator, and I must say the rhythm, the type of corners, really high speeds, medium high speed corners is it's always very pleasant in a Formula One car to push the car to the limit at such speeds. So now I'm very excited to discover this new track, and also a pretty big challenge for the team, because we have no data to prepare for the weekend also for us. So I guess it's going to be quite interesting to see who can get up to speed faster than others.
Thank you, Pierre. Come back to you later. Lance, coming to you now. Let's kick off talking about the track here in Qatar. Your thoughts?
Well, it looks cool. It's a place never been here before. I did a few laps on the sim though, and it seems like a cool track. Very high speed. It's seems cool. So looking forward to it.
You say you've done a few laps on the sim. Does it remind you of any other racetrack we've been to?
I mean, it's a bit like Bahrain in a sense, just in the middle of the desert. So I think conditions could be tricky, like with a lot of sand and stuff coming onto the track. But it's a different layout. You know, it's quite high speed. It's flowy. I don't know off the top of my head like anywhere else we've been to, but you know, I think the high speed corners, the high speed content should make it enjoyable to drive.
Do all of the unknowns coming to a new track like this provide you with an opportunity?
I mean, for sure, it's always interesting to come somewhere new, somewhere, you know, the teams haven't collected data, and you know, everyone starts from I guess a blank sheet of paper, but you know, at the end of the day, it's still the cars that have more pace. I think we don't have more pace here, more downforce, more, you know, better speed. So, but we'll see how we get on, and yeah.
Can we throw it back 4 days now to the Brazilian Grand Prix? And can you just talk us through the incident that you had with Yuki Tsunoda? At the time, you described it as super desperate. Having seen the replays, do you still feel that way?
Yeah, well, it was a shame. I mean, you know, I think we were in a position to at least have a good fight in the race, and I think it would have been maybe challenging to score points, but I was, I think just from a difficult Friday, recovering a little bit in the sprint race, and then we were recovering a little bit more on Sunday, and it was a shame that it had to end our race like that, but yeah, it's done now, and you know, focused on the last 3 races of the season.
Okay, thank you for that. Let's go to our fan question next. Take a listen to this from Fahad.
Hi, my name is Fahad, and I would like to know who's your biggest rivalry in Formula One racing. Good luck. Have fun in Qatar.
Thank you, Fahad, for that. In case you didn't get it, guys, who is your biggest rival in Formula One?
I guess it's kind of the, you know, teams and drivers you're fighting against, where you know, from season to season. So I guess this year it's kind of Alpine, you know, Esteban, Fernando, and I mean, Seb, of course. You know, for me, is you know, those are the kind of guys that you fight with every weekend, that you want to beat to try and score points. And I think it, you know, changes every year on where you're who the teams you're fighting with, who the drivers you're fighting with.
Thank you, Pierre.
Yeah, I fully agreed with Lance. So for us, yeah, it's pretty clear. I think this year we're fighting with Alpine quite intensively. So I guess they are the main rivals this season. But hopefully in the coming years, rivals can change and can start fighting more often with the Mercedes or these kind of cars, yeah.
But biggest rival, the only one driving the same car is your teammate. Is that not your biggest rival?
It can be. Maybe not this year. Like, let's say, I don't see it like this year. But yeah, I mean, as Lance said, it depends of the situation and depends who you are fighting. But I would say the main, let's say, rival, as I see, is mainly Fernando and Esteban.
Okay.